The second semifinal men's game of the 2019 GNAC Basketball Championships goes to Western Oregon. The Wolves defeat St. Martin's by a score of 70-53. With us in the postgame press conference is head coach Jim Shaw and players Kaleb and Darius Lubom. Congratulations on making your fourth consecutive GNAC Championships final. I don't think anybody expected the game to play out the way it did tonight. Talk about your team's performance and just the overall 40 minutes of the game.
I thought that we were pretty good defensively the whole night. We lost Boyce when he first came in, and he made a couple of tough ones. And then the first half, we had a hard time with Stanley, and we've had a hard time with him all year. And in the second half, we did a better job on those two. But for the most part, I thought we were pretty good defensively the whole game. We just had to get into some sort of an offensive rhythm. And for us, an offensive rhythm comes much easier when we don't turn the ball over. And so in the first half, we had a few too many turnovers. And then in the second half, I thought once we quit throwing the ball away, we were getting better shots than them. And in the second half, And so usually the team that gets the best shots is going to put themselves in pretty good position. And then, they made all the shots the first half. Boyce hit some shots. And then we made a bunch in the second half. Kaleb stepped up and hit some huge shots, and Riley hit a huge one. Darius hit a bunch of them. So we had guys step up and make plays in the second half. But when we were down 16 with 17 minutes to go, I thought our guys just showed tremendous resolve, because that can get away from you pretty quick, and to outscore them by 33 points the last 17 minutes of the game, I thought that was as good a run as we've had since I've been here.
Kaleb led all scorers with 25 points, went 8 of 11 from the field, 6 of 7 from three-point range. There was an obvious difference between the first half and the second half, trailing by 10 at halftime. From the players' perspective, how were you seeing things and seeing how that change was made first half to second half?
It really all started with just our whole team effort. Guys never lost composure, never lost the confidence of us being able to win that game. So we were just digging in every 4 minutes. We were talking to each other. We were giving positive attitudes and positive talk. So Darius led the way, Brandell led the way, our point guards did their thing, and then we just followed.
Darius, you had 14 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 9 assists, which were very critical, especially in that second half. Same question to you. What adjustments did you personally make to help turn that tide, especially in the final 17 minutes?
Coach Shaw said it himself. We just got to take care of the ball, and I kind of slipped there in the first half. But second half, the only adjustment we made really was just find your guys and knock down the shot. And I'm glad our guys were confident enough, and I believed in them. And 1 through 15, we all just put the ball up, and everybody just believed in each other, and we just got the job done.
Kaleb, congratulations on the season high 25, 6 of 7 from deep. At some point, the confidence just got to go way through the roof, and that one miss in there was a heat check at the end. That was a highly defended shot. How did you feel from three when you let the ball go each time?
The confidence that my guys give me is through the roof. They just tell me to keep my head in it and just keep calm, keep poised. And that's exactly what I did. So once I was able to get a rhythm in when those first 2 threes went down, and then the guys just kept on feeding it to me, and I just stayed focused on making the shots.
Darius, you had a big shot to give the boys the first lead of the game, about 10 minutes left, and the and one in there. When you're down 16 early in that second half and they go on that big run to open, what's the feeling on the floor? Coach talked about resolve, but as a player, how do you keep yourself involved in the game and the emotions high?
It is hard to stay involved, but that's what the team is for. We have depth. Everybody plays with heart, with a lot of heart, and that's the result you get when everybody is out there playing for each other, and we're just in it together.
Coach, the big thing the last 2 days has been those first half turnovers and limiting those in the second half, and it's worked out each of the last 2 days. Is there an adjustment going into the championship game tomorrow to try and limit those first half turnovers?
No, not really. We need to do a good job taking care of the basketball, and we need to do a good job. Tonight we missed a couple free throws there at the end that we probably should have hit, but no, I don't think so. We're trying to wear the other team down, and sometimes that takes time. We just have to make sure that we don't eliminate ourselves. We make the other team eliminate us with good stops and good, make hard plays. I felt really good in the second half when Boyce made that left-handed runner off the glass, because I'm like, if this is what they're down to, we're going to be okay.
Tomorrow night, you'll play Seattle Pacific, arguably the hottest team in the West region right now. 11 straight wins after their victory tonight. You guys are on the bubble in terms of a West region playoff spot, a berth in next week's regional tournament. Thoughts on preparing, thoughts for taking on the Falcons a third straight time, thoughts on looking ahead to trying to play for that West region playoff spot?
You know, I think that you go one game at a time. I mean, in my opinion, but no one's going to ask for it. I think 3 teams out of our league should go, and I think the 3 best teams are us, Seattle Pacific, and St. Martin's. We have the second most wins to St. Martin's, and with the way we defend, we can compete with anybody on a neutral floor. With Seattle Pacific, there's a million challenges, but it starts with second chance opportunities. They're so hard to keep off the glass, and then you got to do a really good job on Long. He's got himself going pretty well right now. And so we'll start trying to figure that out here in a couple hours. For now, I want our guys to enjoy this, be able to get something to eat, spend some time with their families, and then we'll figure out where we go from here.
And we'll learn more about how things are going to shake out tomorrow. Western Oregon, your winner, is in the second men's semifinal at the GNAC Men's Basketball Championships, 70-53 over St. Martin's. Thank you.